The human face is our most powerful tool for expressing emotions and recognizing each other. The film Face Swap, directed by John Wood, takes this idea of the human face as a core of identity and emotions to the extreme. By having two characters literally swap faces, the movie explores how deeply our sense of the self and others depends on facial recognition. Nowadays, there is technology that allows swapping a face of one person for another. And the great thing is that deepfakes just become one-click process. Technology that once required thousands of images and weeks of training can now do the same job with a single photo. Higgsfield Face Swap is a prime example of a tool that helps not only swap faces, but also generate perfect outputs. It makes it incredibly fast to generate cohesive thumbnail sets or campaign variations from the same source image in just minutes. The tool yields impressive results in swapping faces of movie characters and famous individuals. But I want to test the tool myself, so in this video I will test Face Swap in 4 scenarios. And the first scenario is black and white photos. I'm using the black and white photo of myself from almost a decade ago. As you can see, it's a pretty old shot, but it's a portrait, and that matters. Portrait gives AI a cleanest, most accurate reference for facial identity. A portrait allows the model to clearly detect and map eyes, nose, mouth, jawline, face proportions, skin tone, and texture. For this test, I will swap Jean Dujardin's face with me. I upload the portrait and provide consent. Then upload the target image of Jean Dujardin. After a quick generation, here is an output, and honestly, it looks fantastic. I can clearly see my facial identity in this image, while all background elements, the suit, flowers, composition, remain untouched. If you zoom in, you will see that the quality is exceptional. No pixelation, no blur, unlike what you typically see in tools like Nano Banana. The image is crisp and highly polished. Placing the two images side by side, the original with Jean Dujardin and my swapped version, you will notice the AI slightly adjusted the head angle and eyes direction. But overall, it's a very convincing result. And what's cool is that you can use generated photo in other scenarios without leaving Higgsfield. For example, you can turn the image into the video directly. I just click Video, select 2.5 model, keep default preset, and click Generate. The tool writes the prompt automatically and creates a beautiful cinematic zoom-in video. Second case, color photo with complex shadows. Now let's try color portrait. This time I'm using a more recent photo of myself, and I will swap my face with Colin Farrell. What's interesting about Colin's image is the lighting. Half of his face is covered in shadow. So this is a good test of realism. I upload both images, run the swap, and here is the result. The output is excellent, very sharp, balanced, and natural. If someone showed me this and said it was shot on an iPhone or professional camera, I'd believe them. It doesn't scream AI-generated image at all. Again, here is the side-by-side comparison so you can see all detail. For the next example, I want to push the model a bit. So I will swap my face onto a cartoon character. And to make it even harder for AI, this portrait has a diagonal composition instead of straight-on shot. I'm swapping with Uncle Sam. I upload both images and run the generation. The output inherits the proportions of the target image, so it's generated in 9:16 format, just like the original Uncle Sam artwork. In the result, you can clearly see attributes of my face: eyebrows, eye color, nose shape, blended into the illustration. Side-by-side comparison, it's easily to appreciate how much work the AI did to merge my identity into the iconic cartoon image, while retaining the original style. So far, I've tested the tool only for cases when we have a single face in the focus area. But what if we need to modify the image where we have two characters? To test this, I will use my recent photo and try to swap it with the face of Richard Gere. Upload both photos and notice there is no option to direct the tool which face it should change. So this is a great experiment to test whether the AI is smart enough to decide it for me. And here is the output generated by the tool. it looks great. If you're interested in details in this image, first, it's my facial expression. I look much more serious in this picture than Richard Gere, for some reason. Second is the color of my hair. The tool added a dark sideburn, while keeping the main hair gray. But overall, I really like what I got. This concludes my testing of Face Swap. I think it's a brilliant app that can save you a lot of time and money if you're doing this task on a regular basis. So what I invited you to do is to try the tool. I leave the link to this tool in the description. Thank you!